This is FX Medicine. I'm Andrew Whitfield Cook. We're at NatEx 2020 and I'm here speaking with Chelsey Jean. How are you, Chelsey?
Oh, I am a little bit nervous, Andrew, but I'm here.
But
here.
I think this is part of the lesson, isn't it?
Yes.
At NatEx.
Yes.
Being nervous is okay. It's all right. It's just moving forward. And you've moved forward in quite a unique way.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about this journey, because it started way back.
I started in my own clinic when I was 19.
Right.
I had my first clinic when I was...
So a couple of years ago.
Yeah, only 5. Only 5. And I had a women's gym and I was a massage therapist and I started working on bodies. And I still find in clinic now, if I'm not working on a body, I feel a little bit out of it. So I need to actually touch somebody.
Right.
So I think that started a long time ago.
Gotcha.
I just get a feel.
So yeah, so you were drawn to that. Look, it's not just therapeutic touch, but that connection with your clients.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about what evolved from that, because it goes into LymFATics, correct?
Yeah, LymFATics to me has just become king. It's the biggest system inside your body. And I felt a difference in people's body when I would feel through their chest. I could feel a gravelly or a heavy or a thickness in their body. And when I moved it, I got great results. And their friend wouldn't get as good as results as them. And some people can detoxify quite fast after a lymphatic session. And they would, and I would go, oh my God, what's happening? And I researched and it's like, oh, it's the lymphatic system. Because we're not taught about the lymphatic system in...
No, it's just like a drain that happens.
Yeah, we're not taught anything about it. The first time we hear about lymphatic is when somebody's sick and they've got lymph nodes removed and things like that.
Yeah.
And, you know, we're all about preventative care. And so I wanted to develop a way that I can have everybody using their lymph, moving their lymph at home. And now that Pracs can teach their clients an easy system to get everybody moving.
I mean, this stuns me about LymFATics because it's a known entity that there's a greater a chance of diagnosis for cancer in a left breast than a right breast.
Do you know why?
Now, I have no evidence for this, but what about the cisterna chyli and the drainage channels? Is that the reason?
Yeah. So
there is evidence.
This part of your body, this quadrant, drains onto the right.
Yeah.
The rest
is the 3/4 of the body.
Yes.
That's right.
It's
massive.
Yeah.
So is there evidence to say, because I've always wondered about that.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
So when you're looking at a client, you can see that they might be puffy more on one side.
Right.
If they've got a problem down here on the right-hand side, it's because of up here.
Right.
I talk about, popping the cork.
Yeah.
I want everyone to pop the cork and see their body as a bottle of champagne.
Yep.
We need the bubbles to all come up. Yeah.
Right.
Not squeeze at the feet and hoping that there's no blockages all the way through.
What was it that opened your mind to LymFATics as being the issue? I mean, you've got to be dealing with different body types where there's different amounts of flesh and fat to deal with. Then you've got sinewy people where a slight touch is going to be painful.
Yeah, it's funny.
Did you learn this?
I had 40 clients a day coming through my clinic, and I had machines that you would sit on and they would wiggle through your bottom and wiggle through your body. And just by that movement, it's like, what are we doing? And then I just like, it's LymFATics. I'm moving. There's 15 litres of lymph in your body. Yeah. 5 litres of blood. Your heart pumps your blood. Yeah. The lymphatic system relies on you breathing and getting out there.
And the funny thing is, the only real medical homage that's given to LymFATics is when you've got compartment syndrome, a crush injury or a burn or something like that, and you can't get rid of it. That's the only space in which it's discussed.
Oh, where they do a little bit of lymph when you go to hospital. They put the little scuds on your feet.
Oh, what?
Yes. You know that when you go to hospital and those little boots that they put on your feet and they press for circulation?
For venous circulation?
Yes.
Yeah, but that's more veins, correct?
Yes. Well, it's
Are they
anything
inclusive? Are they cognizant of that?
No.
No.
No, but to me
right.
it's a good way to explain to people the hospitals do care because they're putting little boots on you to help the lymph. Right. But they're not popping the cork at the top.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So this is really interesting about the techniques as well. We discussed this earlier.
Yeah.
Now I've got I remember speaking to other people about that there's 2 main schools, is this correct?
Yes.
One's a light touch and one's a deeper touch.
Yes.
Take us through
a mixture of the two.
Right.
So soft touch is really important because we want the body not to think it's under attack. So we start with a soft touch technique and then we can relax, the body can relax a little bit. Just by, because I do it so much, see how I got goosebumps straight away?
Right.
So just by me touching that is a lymphatic stimulation.
Right.
So doing the soft touch. We always have to start at the chest pressing towards the heart,
Yep.
and then moving up the body, always pressing up but moving down.
Okay.
Same. So we do that soft touch all over, but then we need to, every time our body gets too acidic, it's like putting sinkers through the lymphatic system, and it's really hard to move. So that's where we have to do more of a push through the system to move everything. Soft touch, so many people go for a lymphatic massage and they get this, and most of them feel ripped off. They pay their money, and they're getting, yeah. Yeah, so we need to add in both systems.
Okay.
And we need to do the sequence. We need to pop the cork first.
Okay, two things that I've just come into my mind, and one is scope of practice. I mean, you're starting here, and that's where a woman's breasts are, which is a legal issue if you're not wary of this. So let's talk about scope of practice. But the other one is also relevance with regards to different diagnoses. If a woman has had mastectomy, then there's going to be incredible pain in that area. How does one navigate the type of lymphatic drainage that's required for, you know, a mastectomy versus...
Well, we always do it by touch and assess.
Right.
If it's sore, you acknowledge, holy, there is something there. I need to work on that. So it's touch and assess. Always first. Start off slow. Always. But the ladies who have had mastectomies, like I run a monthly BooB CamP, B-O-O-B camp, and it broke my heart a little while ago. I had a lady ring and ask if she could join BooB CamP because she's had a double mastectomy and she didn't have breasts.
Right.
And it broke my heart because they're the type of people that I need to come because they've had those lymph nodes removed, so we need to push them through.
Okay, so when you've had lymph nodes removed, like
we need
14 or whatever, how does the body cope then with that lymph? What channels are used?
It reroutes.
Right.
Like when you've had your veins stripped out, it reroutes.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
All right. And the other thing was you were telling me earlier about that a difference in what you were taught from what you've developed now.
Yes.
What was the lessons? What happened there, the journey?
It was hard because you do your research and you find out that this is the way that the top hospitals in Australia do it. This is the way that we're taught to do it. How everyone's
top hospitals?
Yeah, the Wesley Hospital, that it's all soft touch. All the lymphedema clinics, it's all soft touch. And these women come to me in their stockings that they've paid $600 for their stockings, and that lasts them 3 months. And so but now, like, I'm getting them out of their stockings. Like, I love it. I love it.
Okay, well, what was the lessons here? Like, why not do it their way? Why?
Because they've been doing it that way for 20 years. And then, so I've got a great connection here with Tammy and with all of the girls, and they gave me enough confidence to go public and to do this and to voice and say, hey, I might have a new way. I've been doing this in clinic for 20 years. You know,
this smacks of the message of the FODMAP diet.
Yeah.
You know, it was actually elucidated decades ago, but it took Sue Shepherd and a gastroenterologist, Gibson, forgive me, I can't remember his first name, to really latch onto this and do some research and make it public. But it was Sue Shepherd's work, because of personal need, that has developed this, a new way of looking at these dietary modifications. And in your case, you're looking at a physical therapy where you've gone, look guys, maybe not so good in the fast.
Yeah.
So what was this confidence journey?
Oh, it was all of these people who are here at NatEx now getting behind me and saying, and them trying my way and like 20 years of doing it, but them giving me the confidence to say, Chelsey, you can do this. You are good enough. You can do it. Come on. And it's like, okay. And for then, it all just lined up. My products developed. The sequence that I do in clinic. My clinic is way different to a normal naturopath clinic.
Right.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about that.
I use compression therapy in my clinic as well. So it's not too clinical. We have fun. I need to make lymphatics fun. I want to make health fun. In my clinic, everyone chats to each other. There's clients, we get together a lot. I've got a sleep room down the end, so once they've had a session with me, they go down the end and they pass out for half an hour. Our integration room. So I use infrared, I use electric current in clinic too. So it's a little bit different.
How's that helped you to leverage your time as a clinician?
Oh, massive, massive. I can see, I've got 5 treatment rooms, so I can be one-on-one having a consult, and then I can get my assistant to do their measurements and then pop them into the NormaTech, and then I get, they're sleeping while I'm seeing my next client.
Right.
Or I'm on the phone doing something else, and then just how it rotates through. They can be in the infrared machine. They're in that for an hour. So I don't believe that you can make money one-on-one much anymore. You need to have lots of other sources
leveraging of
to
time.
pay. If you're paying rent, you have to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so what happens with the rotation? So there's regular check-ins about how's it going in there, things like that.
Yes.
Sleeping's a little bit different, I guess. But
yeah. Oh,
don't wake me up.
It's so hard to wake them up. Like they're drooling. They're drooling. Yeah. Yeah. So no, love it.
Amazing journey.
Yes. Yeah.
Well done.
Thank
you so much for joining us on FX Medicine and for having the courage to go your own path. Well done to you.
Thank you.
Chelsey.
Thanks, Andrew.
Well done. This is FX Medicine. I'm Andrew Whitfield Cook.